What did your parents say when they saw your website?
They said when they were 6, they were still playing with sand. I felt like I was on top of the world. I had a scared feeling that people won't like my project. But at
Oh,
first, people were clapping. Then my courage upgraded.
project. Why was it school website that came into your mind?
Well, because I'm planning of creating an online school.
If you're raising your child in this generation without technology skills, you are raising that child for a world that does not exist. My name is Desire Joshua. Welcome to Kiddie Tech Podcast. So let's meet our tech star for today's episode. Hello, how are you doing?
I'm fine. My name is Roderick Valentine. I'm an 11-year-old web developer.
Amazing, amazing. So we would like to know what your tech journey has been like. What was the motivation? How did you start?
I started with Kiddie Tech View. My tech journey has been amazing.
Okay, so what year did you start with Kiddie Tech View?
2024.
20. How old were you when you started?
I was 9 years old.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so we would like to know what the journey has been. What did you learn so far? Have you been to any STEM events? Have you done anything, any projects? Just tell us.
I've programmed a digital clock during RoboFest 2025, but I started with creating school websites at Kiddie Tech View office.
Wow, wow. You started with creating school websites, and from
Yes,
there, you grew to exhibiting a digital clock
yes,
in a STEM festival.
yes.
Can we have some drum rolls? Like, this is amazing. This is really nice. Okay, so apart from the digital clock, are there other projects that you've worked on
Yeah,
apart from the digital clock?
school websites.
The school website. Okay, so tell us what was the inspiration? What was the motivation behind doing a school website? That's your first project, right?
Yes.
Good. So when you thought about doing a project, why was it school website that came into your mind?
Well, because I'm planning of creating an online school.
Oh my goodness. An 11-year-old is already planning on creating an online school. So tell us, how did you build this school website?
I started by making research and noting down. Then I moved to HTML. HTML means hypertext markup language. It is used as the foundation of your website or your web page. So I used it as the skeletal part of my website. Then I use CSS to style it. CSS is normally used to style and add colors to your website, and that's what I used it for. JavaScript is used to create functions.
Okay. So is there something that could probably attract possible partners? Do you have, did you think of it when you were designing your website? Did you think of maybe collaborators or sponsors?
Yeah, I added good designs for attraction.
Something that just dropped into my mind now. What did your parents say when they saw your website?
They said when they were 6, they were still playing with sand.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Who amongst them? Was it your mom or your dad? Who in particular said
My
this?
mom.
Oh my goodness. When she was at your age, she was still playing with sand.
Yes,
And you are building websites.
yes.
Amazing. Not just any kind of website, but
A school
a
website.
school website, a solution driven project. I think I like that. So, this school website, can you tell us about the features? What's the big picture?
On the big picture, parents sign in to put their children into classes and courses. Then teachers sign in to receive payments.
Okay, so that means teachers will sign up, get paired to
Yes,
learners,
yes,
right? And then after carrying out their teaching processes, they get paid on the site.
yes.
Then, from the angle of parents, they register their children, select suitable courses. How about assessments? Will there be stuff like that? Like
Yeah.
after learning, assessment of projects, will it also be done on the website?
Yes, online assessments.
Okay, amazing. Online assessments, then they also submit projects and all of that.
Yes, still online.
This is really a full-blown online school, I must say. And I'm very proud of you, in as much as I know that your parents are smiling while watching this. It's really a good one. So what how I know that for every beautiful thing that comes on board, there are challenges, right? So
Yes.
tell us, what challenges did you experience while working on your very first project?
There were bugs on some of my codes, so it took time for me to unbug them.
Okay, I know that we're going to have some laymen watching this podcast. So, can you enlighten us? When you say bugs, what do you mean?
I mean errors. So
Errors,
it took me
okay.
time to correct those errors.
Which is the debugging you talked about.
Yes.
That's a good one. Okay, so the thing about software programming for kids his age is that they don't just get to build projects. It's not just about the school website that he's talking, about telling us, narrating his experiences. There's more to it. There's a lot it has done to him. I'm very certain that his confidence level has moved up the radar, his ability to solve problems, just like he said, there were errors and he had to take out the errors. That's a process of solving problems. Okay, so what software programming does to a child is that it helps them identify challenges, not run to mommy or run to anybody for help, but sit down, think critically, and find out ways to solve those problems. That is why we are preaching about the earlier the better, getting your kids on board technology, not just software programming. There are a lot more others. There's AI, there's animation, there's so many of them. Okay, so back to Roderick. Are you the only one in your family that is into technology?
No, everyone.
Oh my God. Okay, so tell us about it. Who else is into technology? And can you just give us a tip of the aspect of technology that the person is into?
My little sister is into game development.
Hold on. How old is this little sister?
6 years old.
Oh my goodness. 6 years old is already a game developer. Okay, okay. Maybe we should bring her on this podcast in some other episode. That's amazing. Has she built projects or she just starting? She's starting out.
She has built projects. She made a pet game, teaches people how to feed and teach their pets how to drink and eat.
Wow. Wow. I think I like that. That's in your introduction, I remember you mentioned exhibiting at a STEM event. Yeah, so tell us about it.
I participated as an exhibitor as RoboFest 2025, exhibiting a digital clock.
Hmm. Okay, amazing. Yeah. So go ahead. Your project, digital clock.
I created it using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript.
So how did it feel like exhibit? That's your first time exhibiting, right? How did it feel like, when they just announced, let's welcome, I don't know how the announcement went, but just imagining, let's welcome Roderick, and then you mount the stage, your project is being projected, everybody's seeing it, the crowd. How was it? How did it feel like?
I felt like I was on top of the world.
Ah, 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 ah. Okay, okay. Right, go on.
And I also felt I had a scared feeling that people won't like my project. But at
Oh.
first, people were clapping. Then my courage upgraded.
Courage moved from like here to up there, right?
Yes.
That's a good one. That's a good one. I like the experience you had and the fact that you're excited. I can see the smiles when you started talking about this particular RoboFest, exhibition. So that's a really good one. How about other? I know that there were other kids, right? There
Yes.
were other people exhibiting. So did you feel? Who knows how my project will be? Did you feel any kind of Not so confident when you were seeing other people's projects or something?
No, I was minding my own business,
Uh-uh.
focusing on my own projects.
Wow. That's a really good one. So what do you have to say to parents? We know that one of the support system you had was your parents, right? Okay. Before that, tell us how it was, how your parents supported you in this journey.
They supported me by enrolling me in Kiddie Tech View, investing in my tech journey.
That's a good one. So how was it at Kiddie Tech View? Because I know before your parents would take you there, there was something they saw.
Yes, Kiddie Tech View provided a comfortable learning environment
And how are
full
their
of tech.
tutors? Uh-uh. So how are their tutors?
The teachers are so good.
Okay. So back to what I said before I mentioned your parents being your support system. What's your advice to parents out there?
Parents, please invest in your children's tech journey.
And your advice to the kids,
And
kids like you.
kids, cooperate in your tech school.
They should cooperate. Okay, it has been an amazing time with Roderick, learning about his tech journey, his projects, his exhibition in a STEM event experience, and all of the many things we've discussed in this podcast. This is to show that when you give a little thing to a child, they have a way of amplifying it. It was just a little step the parents took to register him in a tech school, and look at all he has done from just that little step. He has built a school. He's working on his school project, the online school. He exhibited in a massive STEM event, exhibiting a digital clock. There's just a lot that can happen when you put the right investment into your kids. And in a digital world like this, why not, if not, get your kids on board, STEM classes, ensure that STEM education is incorporated into your children's learning journey, online or on site. Ensure that your kids are on the right track. So join us in future episodes. Subscribe if you've not subscribed. Turn on your notifications so that you can get notified when our next episode drops. Share, let other people get to see the amazing things that kids can do when you invest in their technology journey. See you in future episodes.